detector, capable of picking up paranormal voices and apparitions. The Nebra features a procedural jump scare system, making every time you play it a unique experience. Through the app in your phone, Isabella will help you only if you report events correctly. The dark history of the mansion will be revealed through a mysterious dollhouse. Beyond the game, we are producing a documentary with real testimonies and adding collectibles that pays tribute to the Spanish studios who have inspired us.
Wow, this room is big. Careful, the path is quite narrow. Guys? Yeah! Rod! Open it.
I'm trying.
Oh, I still don't know what these are. Sorry.
Hello, I'm Timo, game designer at GTech Studios, and I'm here today to talk to you about TPK, our latest project. Let's dive in. TPK, short for Total Party Kill, is a co-op friends love game set in classic roleplay experiences from the 80s, where you can team up with up to 5 friends to explore a Mad Lich's mega dungeon. You take a predefined character with unique stats and abilities and venture into the dungeon, managing light sources, health, mana for spells, weapons, and other equipment that interacts with the environment and mobs. As you can see, the graphic style mixes lo-fi rendering with painted pixel art textures, with 100% dynamic lighting to make you feel inside a dark, retro dungeon. As you venture deeper in the dungeon, you will find new biomes and special enemies, so pick your perks well when leveling your character up to be ready for the challenge. On your way, you will find deadly traps, secret doorways, treasure chests, and enemies. You'll need to collaborate with your teammates to get to the next dungeon floor safely, and on the way, grab some magical loot to sell to the trader. Wishlist TPK now on Steam, and see you on the Mad Lich's lair.
In Traces of Gods, you're not a hero. You're a god. Shape the battlefield in real time. Draw your commands with a divine brush. Raise towers, forge defenses, and unleash celestial power. Every stroke changes the tide. Face relentless enemies in a dynamic campaign that shifts with each battle. 5 divine factions, dozens of relics, unique abilities. Adapt your strategy, protect your people, embrace your divinity. Draw your strategy, defend your legacy. Become a god.
Hi, I'm Hernan from A La Fresca Studio, and I would like to share our game with you. It's called Detour. Detour is a single-player driving adventure where your truck is the main character. You drive across rural roads and through strange brutalist ruins. The truck is more than transport, it's your tool to explore, survive, and move forward. As you progress, you upgrade the truck with new tools and abilities. You can carry heavy loads, break through barriers, and transport resources. Managing these resources is a puzzle of weight and space. The world is controlled by an artificial intelligence. It's not only an enemy, but also a force you can study and turn to your advantage. Its presence shapes puzzles, encounters, and even the interface, creating tension between machine control and player freedom. The art style mixes quiet rural landscape with harsh brutalist architecture. The environment itself tells the story through its ruins, its silence, and the way nature and technology clash. At its core, Detour is about humanity and rebuilding connections in a world ruled by machines. It's a journey about exploration, survival, and atmosphere. This is Detour, a road trip into the unknown, and a story about what we find when we dare to look closer.
Hello everyone, we are Sidral Games, an indie studio based in Zaragoza with 4 years of experience, and this is Hyperwired, a fast-paced space arcade where plugging in is the only way to survive. Pilot a ship with a charger hanging, explore an ever-changing space and plug to recharge your energy while surviving the enemy's reach. Upgrade your ship after every level and discover powerful synergies. Unlock lots of different ships and don't get stranded in space in this Discovery-like shooter with roguelike elements and plug resource management. So remember, stay glued for more updates.
Hi, I am Eduardo Jimenez, director at Siesta Games, and this is Empire in Decay, a roguelike tactical deck builder inspired by chess. You take the role of the leader of a rebel faction within the Empire of Galadriel. Your goal is to overthrow the current emperor and seize power for yourself and your faction. In order to do so, you'll have to make your way through Rusthaven, capital of the Empire, whose districts are controlled by enemy factions that you'll have to defeat. Empire in Decay plays like a mix of a tactical game and a deck builder. You have a deck of cards composed of two different types, unit and action cards. Unit cards can only be used once and allow you to summon a character on the board. Each faction has 6 unit types that reflect the 6 different beast types in chess. These units move and capture like chess, but they also perform an attack after moving and have other special abilities. Action cards are used to perform different actions, either aggressive or defensive. You can attack enemies, heal allies, place traps, push characters, and many other actions. Each of the 4 factions of the game has a custom set of cards with unique units and actions. During your turn, you can play cards and move your units. You can see what your enemy is going to do at all times. Every time you perform an action, the prediction of your enemy moves is updated. Enemy units move, capture, and attack just like yours, and they also have their own special abilities. In spite of knowing what the enemy is going to do, it's hard to beat them. They are many and relentless, and you will carry onwards with any injuries you suffer during your battles. In between battles, you can choose between different paths that win through the city of Rusthaven, stopping at different places that can grant you money, heal your faction, acquire new cards, or provide you with heirlooms that give you bonuses. Some places will be stores where you can use your money to purchase cards, heirlooms, or even gems that improve and change the behavior of your cards. You need to choose wisely and build a powerful deck if you want to stand a chance against the Eternal Emperor. The game is still in development, but you can play the demo right now on Steam. The game is planned for release on PC and consoles in March 2026. Like and subscribe, join our community at Discord, and wishes the game on Steam. Long live the Rebellion!
Imagine this. In the heart of a glamorous casino, a gang of adorable but cunning animal thieves is about to attempt the most absurd heist of the century. Their target? The legendary golden can of tuna, hidden deep within the vault. You are one of them. Together with your crew, you'll need to sneak through the casino main room and crack open the safe room. But be careful, in this place, even the roulette tables might turn against you. One wrong move, and the heist could end in disaster. To succeed, you'll have to solve interactive puzzles, examine objects, combine clues, and think outside the box. Even the most harmless decoration might hide a deadly trap. Play solo or in co-op. Tackle the challenge alone or team up online with your friends. Collaborate to solve puzzles or watch each other's mistakes trigger the next catastrophe. Choose your criminal animal. Play as your favorite member of the gang, each cute, cartoonish, and ready for chaos. Survive every attempt. There are no guarantees. Fail, and the opportunity might slip away. As the heist unfolds, the casino reveals itself as a living puzzle box, where comedy and danger go hand in hand. We are 3 game developers who have created multiple projects for game jams, including being winners of the Alicante Global Jam 2025. And now we are bringing our skills to Crimanimals. After refining the concept, we have identified our audience, fans of escape rooms, co-op puzzle games, and absurd humor. Cream Animals is a cartoon escape puzzle game set across two interconnected rooms, the casino floor and the vault, where every clue, trap, and lock brings players closer to the golden prize, or to total disaster. With Cream Animals, we want to deliver a playful mix of tension, teamwork, and comedy. It's a game where puzzles keep you thinking, traps keep you on the edge, and character keeps you smiling. Whether you're sneaking solo or lothing through the chaos with friends, this is a haste you won't forget.
What if a race could drive you insane? An endless night, when exhaustion consumes you, you no longer know what's real. Can you reach the finish line?
Hi, we're part of the team for Crisis, and today we present to you the project that we've been working on for the last 3 months, Broken Race.
What if a race could drive you insane? This is Broken Race, an arcade racing game with roguelike mechanics set in a never-ending night. You drive through an eternal city where the lack of sleep not only affects your body, but your mind along with it.
As you progress, fatigue builds up and reality begins to crack. Enemies will appear throughout the journey, but there's one problem. You can't fight them, only avoid them. Are they real? Are they in your head? If they reach you, you'll be done.
In Broken Race, there's no combat, no weapons, only speed, reflexes, and split-second decisions. Your goal? Survive as long as possible and reach the finish line.
While driving, you'll need to be aware of your surroundings. They'll help you if you need them to. Take detours to collect power-ups and create your own unique mix of upgrades every time, and dodge enemies spawned by your own fatigue.
Every run is unique.
Every mistake matters.
Broken Race is an intense experience that blends arcade racing with psychological survival. How far can you go before you lose your mind?
Not since ages lost have I been so thrilled. Across the sundered lands, the dead fight in my name. But why wait for them to die, when I can summon them at will? Arise, mortal, the mightiest among the living, Hanmabaki!
PlayStation.
Hi everyone, my name is Danilo Barbosa from Reactor Games and the proud creators of the game Two Strikes. We're going to be in the Out of Bounds event. I'm super excited, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the game and present it to you. And basically tell you why you should be excited about the future of the game as well. So basically, Two Strikes is the most beautiful two-hand drawn casual fighting game you've ever seen. It's a game that tries to put you inside that old samurai movie that you just watched. There's two samurais or ronins like facing off to see who's the best, who's the strongest, and they stare at each other. The tension rises, and just like that, in one moment, the fight is over and blood is spilling everywhere. With this idea, we created 8 unique characters with different weapons, different fighting styles. You can play as Yasuke or the legendary ninja Goemon, but we are not stopping here. We just released our first DLC, and it's none other than the strongest teenager alive, Baki Hama. And 2 more DLCs planned for the near future. You can play Two Strikes in basically anywhere. You can play it on PlayStation, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and if you have a premium subscription from Crunchyroll, you can play on your mobile devices as well. So, let's go.
皆さんこんにちは。私たちは幻アートワークスです。日本とスペインを拠点に活動する小さなインディーゲームスタジオです。2024年の10月に私たちは初のゲーム Last Time I Saw You をリリースしました。80年代後半の日本を舞台に初恋と街にかけられた恐ろしい呪いを描いたマジックリアリズムの要素を交えた物語アドベンチャーです。本日は幻アートワークス第2作目となるコードネームプロジェクトブラーの先行情報を皆様にお届けします。正式タイトルは近い将来ゲーム発表時に明かされます。開発はすでに進めていますが、皆様にふさわしい形でお見せできる状態になるまで、もう少しお待ちいただきたいと思います。 ただこの場でお伝えできるのは、本作がゼロをはじめとする日本の古典的ホラー作品などから一定のインスピレーションを得ているということです。ホラーだけに依存せず、他の要素と融合させ、前作のムードあるスタイルを加えることで、とてもユニークで興味深いコンセプトの融合を目指しています。私たちが温めているこの企画が、幻ファンの皆様と日本の古典的なホラー映画やゲームファンの皆様に喜んでいただけることを心から願っています。ぜひ、このゲームを気に入っていただければ幸いです。どうぞお楽しみに。
Come on, Daniel, get me in focus. It's getting late and we need to film this report for tomorrow's broadcast.
Frame Zero is a first-person psychological horror video game in which you play as a television cameraman who, together with his reporter, is going to do a television report in a mysterious building. The building, consisting of 7 apartments, was the former home of a well-known exorcist who unfortunately died in strange circumstances. The player's objective is to explore the apartment complex with the camera, investigate, but above all, get good shots for the report, all with specific video camera mechanics. The video game will last 4 to 5 hours and is being developed for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X. We began development in March 2025, and we estimate that it will be completed in mid-2027.
Welcome to Tenebria, first-person psychological horror game. Set in a student residence in Valencia and inspired by real events, it blends mystery, exploration, and horror. Players rely on their smartphone, used as both a flashlight and a tool for communication. One of the key features is the EMF detector, capable of picking up paranormal voices and apparitions. Tenebria features a procedural jump scare system. making every time you play it a unique experience. Through the app in your phone, Isabella will help you only if you report events correctly. The dark history of the mansion will be revealed through a mysterious dollhouse. Beyond the game, we are producing a documentary with real testimonies and adding collectibles that pays tribute to the Spanish studios who have inspired us